Raising children is a journey of constant evolution. As our children transition into adulthood, the dynamics of our relationship with them inevitably shift. We're no longer parenting in the same way. We're navigating a new terrain, one where respect, understanding, and open communication become paramount. Conflict, an inherent part of any relationship, can be particularly fraught between parents and their adult children. The key is to recognize that conflict, while uncomfortable, presents an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. It's a chance to redefine our roles, set healthy boundaries, and strengthen the bond we share. Remember, the goal is not to avoid conflict altogether, but to learn how to navigate it constructively. As parents, we must recognize that our adult children are separate individuals, with their own thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. It's about letting go of control and embracing the beauty of a relationship built on mutual respect and love. One of the most fundamental aspects of navigating conflict with adult children is respecting their independence. As parents, it can be challenging to relinquish the reins, to accept that our children are no longer under our direct control. We've spent years guiding and protecting them, and it's natural to want to continue doing so. However, to foster a healthy and fulfilling relationship, we must recognize and honor their autonomy. This means accepting that their choices, even if we don't agree with them, are ultimately theirs to make. Trying to control or dictate their decisions will only lead to resentment and distance. Respecting their independence also extends to their personal space, relationships, and beliefs. This doesn't mean we can't express our opinions or concerns, but we should do so with respect and understanding. Embracing their independence, even when it's difficult, is a testament to the depth of our love and the strength of our bond. Open and honest communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, especially when resolving conflicts with adult children. Effective communication goes beyond simply talking. It requires active listening, empathy, and a willingness to understand perspectives different from our own. When conflicts arise, it's crucial to approach the conversation with an open mind and a genuine desire to resolve the issue. Avoid interrupting, becoming defensive, or trying to win the argument. Instead, focus on truly hearing and understanding your child's point of view, even if you don't agree with it. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs without blaming or accusing. Remember, communication is a two-way street. By creating a safe and respectful space for dialogue, you can begin to bridge the gap and find solutions that work for everyone involved. Conflict resolution often hinges on the ability to find solutions that address the needs and concerns of all parties involved. This requires flexibility, creativity, and a willingness to let go of the need to be right. Start by identifying the core issue at hand. What are the underlying needs and concerns driving the conflict? Once you understand the problem, you can brainstorm potential solutions together. Be willing to negotiate and make concessions. Sometimes, it can be helpful to involve a neutral third party, such as a therapist or mediator, to facilitate the conversation. A skilled mediator can provide a safe space for you to express your feelings and work towards a mutually agreeable solution. Anger is a natural human emotion, and it's perfectly normal to feel angry at times, even towards our loved ones. However, when anger is mismanaged, it can become destructive, damaging relationships and creating unnecessary conflict. Learning to manage our anger is essential for healthy and fulfilling relationships, especially with our adult children. One of the most effective ways to manage anger is to avoid reacting in the heat of the moment. When we're angry, our judgment is clouded, and we're more likely to say or do things we'll later regret. If you feel yourself becoming angry during a conversation, take a step back, take a few deep breaths, and excuse yourself from the situation until you've had a chance to cool down. It's also important to recognize your anger triggers, the things that tend to set you off. Once you're aware of your triggers, you can start to develop strategies for dealing with them in a healthy way. Remember, anger is a feeling, not a fact. It's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to let anger control your behavior or dictate your relationships. Managing anger isn't just about avoiding outbursts. It's also about finding healthy ways to process and release those emotions. This is where techniques like deep breathing and journaling can be incredibly helpful. Deep breathing exercises can be surprisingly effective in calming the nervous system and reducing feelings of anger and stress. When you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed, try this simple exercise. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, counting to 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4 and then exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 4 again. Repeat this several times, focusing on the sensation of your breath moving in and out of your body. Journaling can also be a powerful tool for processing emotions and gaining perspective. Take some time each day to write down your thoughts and feelings, even if it's just for a few minutes. Experiment with different approaches to find what works best for you. In the midst of conflict, it's easy to get caught up in the details, to focus on who's right and who's wrong. However, this narrow focus can blind us to the bigger picture, the importance of the relationship and the long-term consequences of our actions. Taking a step back to gain perspective can be incredibly helpful in resolving conflicts with our adult children. It allows us to see the situation more objectively, to understand the other person's point of view, and to find solutions that honor the relationship as a whole. One way to gain perspective is to try to see the situation from your child's point of view. What are their needs and concerns? What are they trying to communicate? Even if you don't agree with their perspective, making an effort to understand it can go a long way in resolving the conflict. It's also helpful to remember that no one is perfect, including ourselves. Approaching the situation with humility and a willingness to take responsibility for our part in the conflict can create a more open and forgiving environment for resolution. Apologies are powerful tools for healing and reconciliation. When we apologize sincerely, we acknowledge the pain we've caused and take responsibility for our actions. This can go a long way in repairing damaged relationships and restoring trust. However, not all apologies are created equal. A genuine apology is heartfelt, specific, and focused on the impact of our actions on the other person. It's not about making excuses or trying to justify our behavior. It's about taking ownership of our mistakes and expressing remorse for the hurt we've caused. If you've said or done something to hurt your adult child, don't let pride or fear prevent you from apologizing. A sincere apology can be a powerful step towards healing and strengthening your bond. Remember, forgiveness is a process, and it takes time. Be patient with your child and with yourself. The relationship between a parent and child is one of the most profound and enduring bonds we experience in life. It's a connection that evolves over time, weathering storms and celebrating triumphs. As our children mature into adulthood, this bond takes on new dimensions, marked by mutual respect, shared experiences, and a deep well of love. Nurturing this bond requires effort and intentionality. It's about making time for each other, even amidst busy schedules. Simple gestures can speak volumes. A phone call to check in, a handwritten note expressing appreciation, a shared meal filled with laughter and conversation. These small acts of love and connection help to strengthen the ties that bind us, reminding us of the precious and irreplaceable nature of this relationship. Navigating the complexities of parent-child relationships, especially as our children enter adulthood, can be challenging. There will be moments of joy, frustration, pride, and perhaps even disappointment. But through it all, the love we share remains a constant, a beacon guiding us through the inevitable ups and downs of life. Embrace the evolution of your relationship with your adult child. Celebrate their independence, honor their choices, and cherish the unique bond you share. The journey of parenthood is a lifelong adventure. May it be filled with love, laughter, and the enduring strength of a bond that time cannot diminish.